NASA chief scientist, "You're close to finding and announcing alien life on Mars, but is the world ready?" September 29, 2019. The world is not ready for the discovery of life on another planet, even if it only takes a few years, warned NASA's chief scientist. NASA chief scientist, "We are close to finding and announcing alien life on Mars." Drive Jim Green, NASA chief scientist. Next summer, two spacecraft from NASA and the European Space Agency (ESA) will travel to Mars to drill rocks horizontally and deep into the surface, hoping to find evidence of living organisms. Missions are the best chance humanity will have to answer the question, are we alone in the universe? Dr. Jim Green, who was instrumental in both missions, told The Telegraph that there is a real possibility that one or both will succeed. However, this would have far-reaching implications, and he believes the Earth is not ready. He said, "It will be revolutionary. It's like when Copernicus said no, we walk around the sun." Completely revolutionary. This will start a new line of thinking. I think we are not prepared for the results. We are not. I've been worried about this because I think we're close to finding her and making some announcements. What will happen next is a new set of scientific questions. Is this life like us? How do we relate? Can life go from planet to planet, or do we have a spark in just the right environment and that spark generates life, like us or not like us, based on the chemical environment in which it is? NASA chief scientist, "We are close to finding and announcing alien life on Mars." ExoMars rig during Spanish desert test. Credit, Jeff Pu. The ExoMars spacecraft from Europe is scheduled to land on the Red Planet in March 2021. Nicknamed Rosalind in honor of British chemistry Rosalind Franklin, the spacecraft will drill 2 meters into the ground to collect samples. The Martian nuclei will then be fed through an opening in the spacecraft to a mobile laboratory where they will be ground and examined for organic matter. Life confirmation can occur within weeks or months of landing. Similarly, the NASA Mars 2020 drill ship will drill surface rock formations and leave the samples in test tubes to be collected and sent back to Earth for examination. This will be the first time the material from Mars will be brought back. Fundamentally, scientists will be looking for the 300 minerals that can only be produced by life. The probes will be searching near the site of an ancient Martian ocean, where life may have lived billions of years ago, when the red planet was blue like Earth. Jim Green / NASA chief scientist. Credit, Max Alexander / UK Space Agency. Green added, "I am excited about these missions because they have the opportunity to find life, they really do, and I want them to do it. We have never done it so deeply. When environments are extreme, life moves to the rocks." When we started the field of astrobiology in the 1990s, we started looking for extreme life. We descended into mines 3 kilometers deep on Earth and, if soaked with water, were full of life. We went to nuclear ditches, places where you think nothing could survive and they are full of life. And in the end, where there is water, there is life. In fact, because the crust has so much water, we now know that there is more life below our feet than on the surface of the Earth, and even life in the ocean. Green, who has worked at NASA for 38 years, believes that in addition to small organisms on other planets, there may be strange life on the moon of Saturn, Titan, and even civilizations in the not-so-distant regions of the galaxy. NASA chief scientist, "We are close to finding and announcing alien life on Mars." Jim Green / NASA chief scientist. Credit, Max Alexander / UK Space Agency. Recent research has also found that areas in solar systems that scientists considered uninhabitable may have kept water in the liquid state. Planets that are not too hot or too cold for liquid water are said to be in the Goldilocks zone, but this month computer modeling showed that Venus may have held water for billions of years, despite being so close to the Sun. Moon is also now known to have a water cycle. Dr. Green also said, "This concept of what a Goldilocks zone looks like needs to be modified. Venus has been a blue planet for a significant period of time. There is no reason to think that there are no civilizations elsewhere, because we are finding exoplanets all over the place. We now know from Kepler's observations that there are more planets in the galaxy than stars. If we were going somewhere to look for a life that is not like us, we would go to Titan. On Titan, you replace water with methane for a different kind of life, a new set of chemicals that would make up a new kind of DNA. It would be really weird." NASA and ESA missions will take off in the same month as other Mars projects from the United Arab Emirates (UAE) and China. Dr. Green said, "Everyone is going at the same time, because that's when the window opens. It's like rush hour for Mars, But that's where the alignment of the planets is perfect and we can get there as quickly as possible, not chasing Mars around the Sun. NASA spacecraft will enter the atmosphere at 6 kilometers per second, and to slow down, the landing module must flip sideways and travel vertically to capture enough force not to fall to the surface. The spacecraft will land and position the vehicle smoothly on the surface using a kite crane. He added, "We have a little room for maneuver, but it's still like throwing a golf ball from New York and getting it to hit a top hole in Los Angeles. NASA can do that. We do the impossible and we do it every day." The same goes for ESA. Our space agencies do amazing things. They do miracles all the time.